Hello, fellow plant people. Welcome back if you're returning to my channel. If you're new, my name is Jen. I go by the Leafy Geek here and also on Instagram. And today I want to take you on a quick tour of my outdoor space. It's the season, spending a lot of time outdoors, really enjoying the garden. I'm not going to show you my flower bed today and my vegetable plot. That will be a video for another day. Also, I really desperately need to weed in my flower bed. It's something. Haven't had the time, kind of lazy also. So we'll get to it and then I will show you what's going on in there. But I would love to show you my patio space, because this space where I'm sitting right now, you can probably see glimpses of it over my shoulder, is a place that I really treasure and enjoy. I love this about where I live. I have this patio that's available to me to kind of customize every season and create an outdoor living room and kind of garden themed additional living space for myself, and also for my lovely Hound Dog, who you'll see shortly. She'll be in this video. But really, this space for me is an opportunity every year. Kind of looks a little bit different every year. And it just brings me so much joy to be able to hang out in this spot and have this, this beautiful patio to enjoy the fruits of my gardening labor. So I thought I'd take a little time and show you around out here. So let's go. So this is my rain catchment system. We were fortunate enough to score some rain barrels from my neighbor, and they're in full working order, so was able to customize this and kind of tap right into the gutter system of the house. And then you can see that pipe over on the right side, that's basically an overflow pipe. So it filters into one rain barrel and then overflows into the other one. This is a nice view of my patio from this angle, and my giant hardy banana. This plant, I cut this thing down in November last year. Pretty sure it was dead, and cut it down, stuck it in a dark room, and a few weeks later, I had a new shoot poking out of the center of it. And this is the result, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary friends, this giant banana. I have underplanted it with some sweet alyssum, and it's really happy in that grow bag. And then these are some extra strawberries that I just potted up into a terracotta planter. And then my nasturtiums, I'll put the variety on the screen. I tend to grow a different variety of nasturtium every year. And this is the larger view of the patio. And I just really, really enjoy kind of the different uses of each kind of corner of the space. I've got this sitting area here with a really nice view of the garden. I think Hound Dog wants a strawberry. Yeah, good girl. But this sitting area is just really nice because I can kind of see all corners of the garden. And I've got my potted variegated tiger fern here, which is lovely. Really going for it. And then I've got an asparagus fern in this shell planter, which is pretty fun. And then I've got some succulents hanging out on that rain barrel there. But what was really different for me this year is I moved out some of my vining aroids. So I've got my jade pothos, or I'm sorry, I think that's my epipremnum, my jade epipremnum. I've got this lovely jungle cacti, cactus hanging out here. All of this red is new growth, which is really, really fun. It's just super happy out here. Got a philodendron Brazil over in that corner. Some sort of cactus. I can't remember what it is, if it's like a Joseph's coat, or I cannot remember what that is called. Got a volunteer hosta here. Just can't get rid of these where I live. And then this, one of my favorite one of my favorite vantage points on this whole patio. I've got these cannas that have grown up and have been blooming nonstop to kind of create this wall, mainly so Hound Dog can't launch herself off that steep part of the hill. My yard very much is a slope. I've got this hanging basket of petunias. I think these are persimmon, the variety. One of my favorites. You'll see more in a second. But this is one of my favorite spots also, that hammock. Just really, really enjoy it. Another cactus I cannot remember the name of. It's blue. And then this is the formerly known as Samurai Sansevieria. I know it's got a botanical name. My succulents, you guys, I am very lazy with names. I could probably tell you every single one of my Hoya, or would be ashamed not to know, but these, I can't relay all the names from memory. I know I have a few agaves. I have some mangaves. We'll get to that. This is my marble queen, pothos. Was doing really poorly inside, and then I brought it out for the summer, and it said, all right, I will live. Got some oversized Boston ferns. And then these railing planters, I'm actually really proud of these. These turned out really beautiful. I've got some white impatiens. I've got some dusty miller in there, and some sort of fern. Got these all at my local garden center, and just really love how these turned out. They filled up this railing planter. There's a lot of texture, and in the evening, this white just glows. It's beautiful. Got my Cebu blue pothos up there in one of my hanging baskets from the summer. I've got a giant hedgehog aloe with all of its pups in a fairly large terracotta planter. And then I think this is another agave. Don't know the variety. It's real pretty. It's got some purple in it. Some mottled purple. Beautiful wind chimes. Can't get enough of those. And then here is actually one of my few succulents that I still have the tag for. I think another agave. And then my other railing planter. Just really, really beautiful. I love this combination. I would like to try and repeat it next year, I think, because it's so cool. You can see the impatiens are actually fuller and more bloomful on the sides that face the morning and then the afternoon sun. So this is facing east. This is the morning sun this catches. You can see the sun is setting in the west over there. Another fern. This actually was in my grandfather's funeral plant bouquet that we received. So kind of sentimental, kept that. I'm keeping it alive. Succulent tree here, a little display. I've got my pickle plant. I've got a couple of smaller agaves. I've got this dwarf butterfly, and then this other one is a Cameron blue, doing much, much, much better outdoors than they were in. Although these plants, these succulents, these little ones they survived a winter in a windowless room under grow lights, which is pretty impressive. Little pheasant aloe pup, also known as tiger aloe, I think. So I've got a couple of straw bales. I am trying to build a mushroom bed. More on that later. Stay tuned. Another agave I don't know the name of. You can see a lot of webbing. That's all spiders, not spider mites. They're outdoors. They're going to get spider webs. And then this is probably one of my proudest moments. I've never owned a golden pothos before, and I found this thing at my garden center originally for like $50, and I got it for $14. It was on its way out. It was not long for this life, for this world, and I rescued it and love it so much. Got a little Sansevieria there. This is one of my Hoyas that I'm not a big fan of. Decided to put it outside to see what it would do. This is Hoya densifolia. It's got new growth because of course it does. This is the Hoya that I'm just not going to be able to get rid of. Then I've got a couple of philodendrons. I think these are cuttings of my original Burl Marx plant. Not my favorite. They're living outside and I like them a lot better out here. So this is the view from another angle. I'm going to show you something pretty gross right now. This is my workspace. My potting bench. You can see here I've just got some tomatillo husks. I just dehusked a bunch of tomatillos for salsa verde. So I've got that mess. I've got some random plants, random garlic that I pulled. I'm rinsing off some peppers and eggplants that I harvested not too long ago here. Just kind of a general workspace for processing things that are straight out of the garden. And some storage right there. It's a nice little setup. I don't mind it. And then this is my drying rack for mainly herbs. I've done some flowers in here. But yeah, mainly for herbs and flowers. It's really a nice setup. And it hangs and it's just really easy to use. And then I have my little bistro set where I drink my morning coffee. My little gardening outfit. It's just a great space. Here's the long view. Okay, I'll show you a little corner of my flower bed and my yarden, I call it. So this gravel is pretty new. I decided to create a gravel platform for some potted plants and around my big bag bed. So this is my Chicago hardy fig that you just saw in that pot. This is my big bag bed. It's kind of a hodgepodge at this time of the season. I've got a random tomato in here. I think this is a purple rain. I've got snapdragons and some leftover cosmos seedlings. I've got an evil olive seedling that I tried to rescue there. And then I've got all 4 of my paprika pepper plants in here that are fruiting pretty well. Just got to get them to ripen up a bit. But yeah, all 4 of these plants have quite a bit of fruit on them. And then the whole backdrop is calendula, which I need to harvest. And probably clear some of that out because it's kind of taking over. Then on this side, I have a pot I was not expecting to pot up. We'll get rid of these weeds first. That's gross. I need to weed my flower bed so badly. It's awful. There's a reason I'm not showing you. I'm intentionally keeping your view off of that part of my garden. But this cucamelon or mouse melon was kind of an accidental start, and I was planning on putting it in a different part of my garden, but it got a pot. And this is my huge mound of persimmon petunias. I've also got some pink impatiens in here. You can't really see them. They're a little bit dwarfed by the extreme petunia-ish like growth happening in here. And it's probably one of my favorite flower annual varieties that I've ever grown. I've also got interplanted here. This is Zinger tea hibiscus. So you harvest these little flower buds after, well, they're not buds. They've flowered already. So after the flowering's done, you pick these little guys and you dry them out and you make tea with them. And then we'll kind of give you a view here of the railing planters from the sunnier side. Gorgeous. So that's my patio tour. I really appreciate having this space as another room, some more square footage of living space, even if it's only for like a season and a half. But I really love the promise of this space at the start of every season, and I love being able to surround myself with plants, even outdoors. I mean, I'm a gardener, yes, but it's really lovely just to have this additional space to create this feeling and this vibe of growth and green and beauty. So I really love what I get to do every season to kind of create this and relax and just really have a space to feel enjoyment and, again, relaxation, and a space that allows me and of course the hound dog to de-stress. So thank you for watching this video. Thanks for joining me on this little mini tour, and until next time, enjoy your plants.